Let's see, we've got spicy food, stunning live theater, and shopping galore. That's the mixed bag of local culture on today's Express. From the PuSh Festival,
I think our show kind of sneaks in another way.
Veda Hilly and Bill Richardson team up for a Craiglist cantata.
For the Turning Point Ensemble, a small group of prestigious local musicians.
The Turning Point Ensemble debuts with a bang. Plus, it's a taste of India in Whistler's Global Village.
We've got over 80 shops and services here at Lonsdale Key Market.
And a visit to Lonsdale Key on Quality Assured Collision Road Trip. See that and more local expressions. Welcome to the Express, only on Shaw TV. I'm Johanna Ward. On Now in the City is one of Vancouver's signature events, the PuSh Performing Arts Festival. It brings in talent from all over the world, but one of the local productions is getting a lot of attention, in part because of some recognizable voices and also because of its cheeky theme.
This thing I offer for barter. This thing I offer for sale. Not in a sign in the corner store. No, not in the Globe and Mail.
It's charming. It just is. The stuff happens to be charming, and it draws people in.
Do you want what I have got?
I found a porcelain. I found a tweed tartan. I found a job as an elephant wrangler.
A Craigslist cantata explores and exposes the weird, wild, and wacky wants of the worldwide online classifieds that is Craigslist.
It's just rich with possibility and with narrative and with human story.
A Craigslist cantata is a collaboration between award-winning writer and broadcaster Bill Richardson and popular indie singer-songwriter Veda Hilly.
As I embarrass her by saying, I've been a fan for a long time.
I have to say that I was glad to finally get a chance to work with Bill. We've known each other for, what, 15 years?
At least.
Two big voices giving voice to an even bigger community.
Essentially, any city in the world, any city of any size, you could check out Craigslist on. That said, it's mostly a North American phenomenon. And so once I'd figured that out, I spent most of my time looking in big urban places. So Vancouver has a very active Craigslist community, so does Toronto.
Applause, go and go and go, we don't bow.
It's a humorous look at our humanity, its needs and wants, its cast-offs and complaints.
I turned around, pulled towards your house. I saw that you were not there. I waved a little, but no sign of you.
A musical romp through the underbelly of anonymity. The oddities of online excess.
Your sweet, sexy figure that I can't forget.
The intimacies of the internet. And perhaps the perfect platform to expand the net for the audiences of PuSh.
I do think that a lot of PuSh is very edgy, which is marvelous. I think our show kind of sneaks in another way because, you know, it's contemporary, it's very of the moment, but it also draws on popular song and music theater and funny, clumsy dancing.
It's a show that sells itself, so you won't see me posting it online. From Granville Island, I'm Johanna Ward for The Express. Do you want what I have got? A Craigslist cantata. It's presented in partnership with the PuSh Festival and the Arts Club, and it's running until February 11th at the Revue stage on Granville Island. Now, after you see it, you might want to think about giving it a review with your face. It's a new thing that the festival's doing this year, and we'll share the details later after we preview a chamber symphony that Rodney Sharman is debuting at this year's festival.
Rodney Sharman is a modern-day Mozart, a Canadian composer who's written for ballets and symphony orchestras.
Wonderful program that's taking place in Vancouver. And
Sharman believes in giving back. He's here at SFU to talk about his work mentoring young composers.
These are kids who are composing music anyway or who are passionate about music anyway. So basically all I do is nurture and watch them do marvelous things. And this is done with the Turning Point Ensemble.
Sharman recently wrote chamber music for the Turning Point Ensemble, a small group of prestigious local musicians.
The sinfonietta, as opposed to a symphony orchestra, is more or less one of each instrument.
Charman's work will be included in the Turning Point Ensemble's Colorful World, which is part of this year's PuSh Festival.
The PuSh Festival is exciting, and I think we all look forward to it as something to take the edge off of winter.
Charman says he's only heard excerpts of his work being performed and is looking forward to hearing it all at the festival.
It's a beautiful experience. Time sort of slows down when you're hearing a piece for the first time.
This will be Charman's debut at the PuSh Festival, and an evening that will celebrate color and new expression in music.
Not only going to hear the newest music, mine, but also music I think from the 1970s and music from 1912. All of the pieces are really about color, musical color.
I'm Bianca Salterbeck in Vancouver for The Express.
The website is turningpointensemble.ca, and you can see them perform on Sunday, January 29th at SFU Woodwards. You're watching The Express, and we have more from the PuSh Festival with a look at The Idiot, plus these stories coming up. Whistler's newest restaurant turns up the heat and flavor.
Wow. What's your soup of the day?
Today we have
Quality Assured Collision Road Trip shops and eats local. The Express, only on Shaw TV.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by...
The Express is brought to you in part by Plum, fashion supplier to host Johanna Ward.